This episode of Welcome Home brought to you by Ideal Homes. This home is one of the many gorgeous Ideal Homes in Red Canyon Ranch. And although it's aesthetically beautiful, it's also one of the highest rated in energy efficiency. In this episode of Welcome Home, we take you behind the walls of an Ideal Home.
When we started off 20 years ago, one of our heating and air contractors came to us and offered to sell us a higher performance air conditioner. And so we introduced that into our homes as a standard feature, and customers responded really well. Back in '97, when the EPA came out with the Energy Star program, we were the first Energy Star builder in America for homes under $150,000. And in 2000, we went to guaranteed utilities. We were actually on the committee that developed the standard for LEED homes, and we actually built the first LEED home in the United States up in North Oklahoma City. So we've definitely been on the front end of the energy efficiency wave from the very beginning. I think the reason it's so important to customers today is the money savings. Let's just face it, everybody out there that's buying a house has better things to do with their money than mail it into the utility companies. And so, families are trying to pay for ballet lessons or, baseball cleats or, soccer registration fees. And, our typical home saves a family $60 to $80 a month over the standard other new built home out there in the marketplace. And compared to a used home, you're talking about close to $100 a month savings. So that's a lot of money in a family's monthly budget these days. The key to energy efficiency is looking at the whole house as a system and then realizing that the devil's in the details. A lot of builders will attempt to put in a R19 wall assembly, but the improper installation of the insulation reduces the thermal performance of the insulation. And so by taking care of the small things, and then, again, how they all integrate and work together, you're able to bring the whole house performance in and hit that guaranteed utility that we're able to do. The best way to look at a house is based on its score. The government has kind of landed on a standard, the HERS rating system. And so every home, you can run it through a computer model and tell you what the home score is. The typical Energy Star house has a HERS score of 85. The typical Ideal Home has a HERS score of 61. A HERS score is like a golf score. The lower the score, the better. And for each, a code-built house is 100. So for each 1 point below 100, that's about 1% savings. So an Energy Star home is going to be about 15 to 20% above the model energy code, where an Ideal Home at 61 is going to be closer to 40%. So it's over twice as energy efficient as the typical Energy Star home. Buyers do assume that to get a high-performance energy efficient house is going to cost a lot of money. And what I think is so neat about what we're able to do with our engineered whole house approach is we can typically, for $3,000 a house, we can bring that HERS score from 100 down to 61. So it's really just about being strategic and spending your money in the right locations. There's lots of guys out there that throw money at energy efficiency, but without a plan, they don't get the performance. When you tie all the little pieces together, $3,000 in terms of today's mortgage prices is about $12 a month. But we can literally save you $60 to $80 a month in savings. So it's a giant return on your investment. If you're in the housing market, or even if you're not, if you're living in an older home right now, now's a great time to look at buying a house. Today's interest rates are at all-time historic low. We're looking at 4%, and occasionally we even see rates drift down below to 3.75, 3.85, which are, in our 20-year history, we've never seen anything like that. So this is a great time. If you'll just go to the website, ideal-homes.com, you can look at more information and find out how to purchase a new home.
Well, making your home energy efficient can be done. Here are a few helpful ways. New laws are increasing the use of energy efficient light bulbs. Learn the difference between them and find out which are most affordable for you. Some utility companies offer rebates for buying energy efficient appliances, which saves you money when you use the product. Add insulation in your attic, walls, or under floors with crawl spaces. When buying a home, pay attention to the MLS or Multiple Listing Service Report. There are now areas on the report that let you know if the home has included energy efficient options. Well, thanks for watching this edition of Welcome Home. We'll be back next month with another show where we'll have more info and tips on house hunting and improving your home.